Howdy, gang, and welcome once again to the Duct Tape Studios. I'm Jeff McAleer, your host here at the Gaming Gang channel. Thanks for joining me once again. Today, I'll be sharing a Kickstarter preview for the upcoming Agile Monk Presents Wondrous and Dangerous Consortiums from Fantasy Companion Workshops. But before we dive on in, I do want to let you know I have been compensated for this video. I'm always very upfront about these things. So, consortiums are the lifeblood of any vibrant setting, the connective tissue that binds nations, drives conflict, and gives players something real to push against. Whether they take the form of coalitions, cults, factions, or shadowy cabals, these groups bring motive, tension, and identity into your world. Leaning into consortium design doesn't just add flavor, it creates stakes your players can feel and relationships they can navigate, exploit, or challenge. This book begins by walking you through how to build these organizations from the ground up, ensuring each one reflects the tone and texture of your setting. From there, it opens the vault to the world of Zendria, offering ready-made consortiums you can adapt or drop directly into play when time is short or inspiration runs dry. 7 distinct consortium types anchor the framework. Coalitions, alliances of nations and city-states shaped by diplomacy and shared goals. Cults, devotees of the forbidden, driven by belief, obsession, or darker truths. Factions, political forces maneuvering within empires and regions. Guilds, powerhouses of craft and commerce, elevating skill into influence. Mercenary companies, professional warriors defined by reputation, strategy, and steel. Orders, devoted religious or ideological groups often fractured by internal extremes. And secret societies, hidden hands pulling strings behind layers of deception. Wondrous and Dangerous Consortiums serves as both toolkit and treasure chest. It delivers clear guidance on building compelling organizations while offering a wide range of fully realized examples to spark ideas or plug directly into your campaign. Whether you're a world builder deepening your setting, a game master weaving intricate plot lines, or simply looking for fresh inspiration, this sourcebook positions consortiums as the engine of memorable storytelling. Beyond examples, the book digs into process. It emphasizes how meaningful player interaction hinges on believable, well-structured groups, organizations with goals, flaws, and reach. More than 50 pages are devoted to tables, prompts, and practical advice, giving you everything you need to create consortiums tailored to Zendria or any setting you choose. Rather than simply a volume filled with a bunch of random tables, you'll find structured lists, often with subsets of information intended to help frame the content of an outline. If you need something ready to deploy, the book delivers. Coalitions like the Eternal Conclave, Guardians of Arcane Balance, or the Brotherhood of Boundless Bargains, Masters of Turning Conflict into Commerce, offer immediate hooks. Cults such as the Flower's Path, with its creeping vision of nature's dominance, or the Children of the Dawn, rejecting technology in pursuit of purity, bringing tension and danger. Political factions like the Bloodstone clan of House Verenglad layer your world with intrigue, while groups like the Astrologers Guild and Arcane Masons blur the line between knowledge and power. Mercenary companies such as the Frost Wardens and Iron Talons provide muscle and moral ambiguity, while orders like the League of the Forlorn and the Order of Harmonious Resolve explore devotion and doctrine. And in the shadows, secret societies like the Society of the Ever-Flowing River and the Veil-Bound Covenant quietly shaped the fates of the world. All of this is presented in a format which balances depth with usability, making it easy to bring these ideas to the table. After reading Agile Monk Presents Wondrous and Dangerous Consortiums, the level of detail feels reminiscent of classic setting supplements like Harn, though with a broader, more flexible approach suited to a wide range of fantasy role-playing games. Wondrous and Dangerous Consortiums equips you with a robust toolkit for building compelling organizations from the ground up. Inside, you'll find 4 core pillars that establish strong foundations, 7 clearly defined consortium types to categorize power structures, and more than 30 dimensions that shape their identity, reach, and influence. 19 detailed tables offer practical ways to differentiate each group, while 14 fully realized consortiums stand ready for immediate use or as inspiration for your own creations. Each consortium is designed with the Zendria world setting and lore guide in mind, tied to established cities, continents, and ongoing conflicts. They're woven directly into the setting's political tensions, rivalries, and evolving narratives, making them ideal for dynamic, sandbox-style play, where player choices can meaningfully shape the world around them. I honestly have not had an opportunity to see much of the Zendria world setting and lore guide outside of the maps, but I gotta be honest, it looks like it is chock full of content as well. What is Zendria? Zendria is a hegemonic fantasy setting, a living, shifting world where old traditions and emerging powers collide. At its core are the consortiums, dynamic organizations where influence shapes politics, culture, and conflict across the land. Every ideology has a voice here, every power structure a presence, creating a setting where no single perspective dominates for long. Choices carry weight, and the consequences of those choices ripple outward, reshaping the world in ways both subtle and profound. The question isn't just what you'll do, but how the world will change because of it. The setting features a 20 deity pantheon, each with distinct cultures, followers, and rituals, a fully realized world map spanning 3 continents and 30 cities, 30 high-resolution city maps of those cities, each with 5 variations, for a total of 150 city maps. In the mountain city of Cathial, miners chase wealth beneath the earth while something darker stirs below. In the mercantile hub of Lizhura, armies march as merchant princes scheme in the shadows. In Valistrio, ambition runs high as noble houses vie for control of the Confederation. And in recent decades, mysterious portals have begun to open, gateways to other worlds, bringing both opportunity and existential threat. This is a world built for high adventure and constant tension. From the schemes of imprisoned gods to invasions on multiple fronts, from political intrigue to perilous dungeon delves, Zendria thrives on conflict and possibility. Civilization stands at a tipping point. Will it endure or collapse under the weight of the forces closing in? To support play, the setting includes 7 full-length adventures such as Wild Magic Bloom, It's All in the Cards, A Wall Too Far, and The Shattered Truth, with additional content planned as stretch goals. Each adventure is directly tied to both elements in the world of Zendria, as well as serving as a means to introduce at least one consortium with each tale. These adventures also introduce tension and dilemma mechanics to make the resolutions more meaningful, but also support game masters in tying consortiums, the centers of power in Zendria, into the consequences of the world. Created by Fantasy Companion Workshops, a veteran-owned and operated studio, this project emphasizes depth, usability, and value. Their goal is simple: deliver richer tools for world building while supporting a growing creative community. Agile Monk presents Wondrous and Dangerous Consortiums, as well as the Zendria World and Lore book, are ideal if you run or write role-playing games, prefer sandbox or West Marches style campaigns, Want deeper, more influential organizations driving your stories, as well as appreciate a flexible setting filled with complex, ready-to-use factions. If you're looking for a world where power is constantly in motion and every decision matters, Zendria delivers a setting ready to evolve alongside your table. Having read Agile Monk Presents Wondrous and Dangerous Consortiums from Fantasy Companion Workshops, I've got to say, I am mighty impressed. Now, I haven't read the World and Lore Guide, nor any of the adventures, which are also part of this Kickstarter project. But if they're anything like the Consortiums book, we are in for a real treat. Now, keep in mind, this is not a review. This is a Kickstarter preview, because even though the Consortiums book that I had an opportunity to read the PDF of looks like it's pretty much complete, it is still not the final product. Plus, there are quite a few items that are also part of the Kickstarter project that I have not really gotten to take a peek at. But I did want to make you aware of this project because that Consortiums book is excellent. Now, of course, if you are interested in learning more about the Kickstarter project from Fantasy Companion Workshops, you will find links down in the show notes. All right, that's it for this time out. If you enjoy the Gaming Gang and would like to support the outlet, you can do so in a few ways. First, by utilizing our affiliate links to the One Bookshelf sites, such as DriveThruRPG. To do so, simply visit thegaminggang.com, click on one of our banners. If you happen to make a purchase, I get a 5% commission on that sale. You can also make a one-time donation by way of PayPal and become a monthly member of our Patreon. You'll find all of that info down in the show notes. Also down in the show notes, alongside the Kickstarter project links and ways to support the outlet, you're also going to find an invite link to our Discord server. It's absolutely free to sign up, so be sure to hang with the gang over on Discord. Of course, if you like the video, be sure to give it a quick thumbs up. Subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel if you haven't already, and if you do subscribe, be sure to ring that bell and select all notifications, because that way you'll not only find out when I share videos such as this Kickstarter preview, you'll also be informed when my live stream, the Gaming Gang Dispatch, airs Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings right here on YouTube at 7 p.m. Central. Of course, when you're not watching videos on the Gaming Gang channel, be sure to visit thegaminggang.com for our latest in tabletop gaming news, reviews, and a whole lot more you are just never going to find here on YouTube. You know the drill. Get your geek on at thegaminggang.com. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, I'm Jeff McAleer, and until I see you next time, I certainly hope all of you get to enjoy plenty of great gaming with your gang.